Smokey, Steve, and Mark.
I'm Mark.
I'm Steve.
And welcome to Friday Night Chit Chat.
Everybody excited? Everyone happy that it's Friday?
I know I am.
I'm very. It was another, not a bad week, but a long
It wasn't a bad week, but like
it's just the time of year, I guess, for the kind of work we do.
I guess.
You've got a bunch of new clients that just came in.
10 new clients this week.
Twice as busy as I was this time last year, so it's the time goes quick. You turn around, it's Thursday. You turn around, it's Monday. Of course, the weekend goes the quickest.
Yeah, I know it
Isn't
does.
it always?
It does.
I wish Saturday lasted as long as Monday morning.
I'm all for a 3-day weekend. I think it should be law.
Well, we've had a new change at my work, actually. They broke the company into 2, or they will be, and every other Friday during the summer we can leave at 11:30 a.m.
That's cool.
So I work 37.5 hours. It's 9 to 4:30, 5 days a week, and then it's lunch. I can't leave. That's how they.
Yeah.
It's a paid lunch, but they own you, so you can't like run out or anything. And they decided on alternating Fridays, we'll get out 5 hours early.
That's
so
nice.
I'd have to.
That's so nice.
So I'll still get the same amount of pay, but I'll be working 10 fewer hours a month.
Yeah.
Which is nice, especially in the summertime.
Gosh,
to be able to get out a little bit early.
That's really cool.
I suspect this is instead of a raise. So
that's what yeah, probably. Right?
I don't know. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, and of course, money in hand sounds better than time off, whatever. But
I guess if you figure it in, like, break
nice
it all down by hour
and
then times it by the year, I mean, it would be a raise.
I mean, this is the kind of setup now that I would have if I was just now job hunting for the first time. It's work from home, hybrid. It's, it's not far away. Like, it would be ideal.
Yeah.
I'm working the ideal job that I would want.
Right, yeah.
At this point. Except it's human services, and nobody retires from human services. You just die young because you've seen too much.
Yeah, the burnout rate is really high in human services. It is.
Everyone's been doing it for either 6 weeks or 30 years.
30 years.
Everybody
if I suddenly had to get another job right now, I would, I'd be scared.
Start on that resume now.
I know.
Because you had a stunning chef's resume, and now you have that attached with a career change mixed into it too.
Yeah.
A respectable for career change though, because you've been at your current employer for years.
Yeah, now I have now, yeah.
And
I've kept up with my education and my continuing education and my certifications and all that. I've kept up on all that, and I've added more to my belt. I have more certifications. So, you always want to kind of do that too, I think. So,
yeah.
But work it's just been challenging and busy lately,
Yeah, busy.
And it just, it's all going on at the same time as our move and everything. So just, keep all those things into perspective.
All that stuff is still happening.
It's also happening.
It's all still happening.
I know.
There is still getting settled in. There is still changing the address on bills.
Like that. I know. They keep popping up. I'm like, oh, I didn't change that one.
Continuing to unpack the studio because it's like an onion. The more layers, the more it stinks.
Yes, there's still more. But we've made progress. I'll tell you, we have, even in the studio. Like I said, I had a goal that, like, for next Mondays with Mark, I'm going to film in the studio room. And I'm kind of on track. I mean, it of course won't be done.
No.
But enough that we can set up our little backdrop and our couch and stuff like that, I found that when I tie things into our channel here,
it gets done.
Because
there's like an extra pressure of, there's an expectation this has to be done.
Yeah. It worked for the kitchen. We have, like, the one half of the kitchen is done and filmable,
Yeah.
And the other half is almost, it's pretty much done, but artwork and stuff on the wall.
Like the baker's rack area needs a little tidying up too. Like where we had all the big jars of everything. So
all that. Like, are we going to keep them? Are we not? And
it's all still in the works. All that stuff is still happening under the surface.
Oh, speaking of the kitchen, we didn't do Uber Eats tonight.
We did not.
Our normal little Friday thing, but I'm making sauce.
He's making sauce.
I'm making my red sauce.
Red sauce.
Meatballs and sausage and
gravy if you must.
Pot. I know, gravy sauce, gravy sauce.
I know, and the thing is that when you're a night owl like you can cook the sauce all day starting at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And you're not going to eat it till
Very
midnight
true,
or after, so it will have a good 6-8 hours to simmer.
And but we're still going to have Uber Eats over the weekend sometime.
Probably tomorrow.
We do that once a week.
I couldn't decide what I wanted. Nothing looked interesting. I'm like, why waste? You know, part of it is a treat because they deliver it and you pay a little more to get it delivered. So it's like, let's have it when we want it. Not be like, oh, what should we get? So tonight, Mark's going to cook.
Exactly, yeah.
And
so
then
I felt like
I'll cook tomorrow when I order dinner.
Yeah. So. And sauce is something that you do it and then you leave it and I can do other stuff, So, like work on the studio.
I like work on the studio.
We'll see. But anyway. Yeah. But so there's that. And I have some other things that I want to cook too and film. People are asking for more cooking videos. And I'm always happy when that happens because I do like...
Because you like to cook.
I don't really have a chance to cook. Like, I used to do it for a living, and now it's just him and I.
But since we got married, you've cooked more and more, even more than before we got married, and we're still living next door.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it was like 5 lean cuisines the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Because there's like actual
food.
Live
on. Well, we both kind of lived on frozen foods. Not so much you.
I go in and out. I always have one really good part of my diet, and then the rest is crap. Right now, I'm knocking it out of the park on fiber.
Yeah. And desserts, you've been doing very well.
I haven't had desserts for like out of the last 4 nights, maybe once.
Yeah.
I broke down.
He's doing really well with that.
The me at 2 a.m. that wants to eat can't be trusted. Because the me at 2 a.m. says, forget about it. You'll feel fine in the morning. You won't feel like you messed up. Nothing. And then morning Steve is like a pile of tears and cellulite.
Your life is over.
And then I have to go to that job after this.
Anyway, you're doing. We're both actually doing pretty well. I had to reel that in myself because I was eating. My big hang up are sweets. They are. I have to dessert with every meal. I love my sweets. I always have. Ever since I could remember. And but it was getting out of hand. I had a rough time with this move. I did. There are days still that I'm still like just I don't know about this place,
I still feel like it's somebody else's, like you're staying over.
Weird,
Like somebody hooked us up short term.
And I guess it's probably part of the trauma of having to vacate the last place so quick and being in the place before that for 8 years. It might have a little bit to do with that. I don't know. But I mean, I'm settled in. I do like it, and every day it gets a little bit better. And we still haven't saged the house yet. We have to do that.
No, we haven't saged it.
So we'll do that.
Maybe that bone hasn't turned up yet either. So.
No, the bone hasn't turned up. But so he actually prompted me to get that under control too. So I've been like reeling it in with the desserts, Like I did buy a cake the other day, but I kept it in the freezer and I'm only taking 1 slice at a time. And then if I have that urge to get another, it's frozen. And it works.
I've made cake from scratch at 2 a.m. when I've been, well, not scratch, those baking mixes for cakes, like the restaurant ones where you just add water.
Oh yeah. Those are good.
Put it in a bowl, microwave it for a minute and a half.
Yeah, and
comes out a little sliver of butter and some maple syrup on like white cake, cooked doughy in the microwave. Talk about hating yourself in the morning.
No,
it's worth it. It's worth it.
But I gained weight, and I got we're getting it back together now, and haven't exercised. Nothing. Like I have a set of exercises that I do for the joints and stuff like that. And I haven't done it since the move, but I went ahead, and this is just updates, what do we call these? Our resolution-y things.
Yeah, kind of
our little goal-y things or
whatever. We're working on since the beginning of the year.
So I did that. I went and I got this all from the internet and made a little paper that I can refer to. And it's kind of like what you would do in physical therapy for these kind of things. And, but easy things that you can do at home. So I started my exercises again. So I'm happy about that. And smoking for both of us,
I'm stunned because I'm not trying
Still
very
good.
hard.
Yeah.
And I bought one of these. These are 2,500 puffs, I guess. I don't know how that translates. You can't find... It's not like metric to standard. Like,
right.
It's not as easy to find a chart. And I bought that Monday afternoon, and it's Friday afternoon, and I still have it.
Yeah.
So it's lasting at least 3 or 4 days, because it costs about the cost of 3 packs of cigarettes to get it. They're $15, and I smoked about a pack and a half a day. So I bought 3 packs this whole week, I think.
I personally think you were up when I was more than 2 packs. I mean, I'm embarrassed to admit that, like, there were days where I was smoking 3 packs a day.
I never go
and
over
I
a pack
think
and a half.
that I don't know. I think you were up to 2.
No, I don't think so. I was frozen at a certain point.
Okay. Well, he does smoke those like ones that burn slower.
A lot of times, a cigarette is like a 2-part event for me too.
I'll go
out and have a cigarette, have half of it, put it out, come back later, have the other half of it. So,
but I'm at a pack.
You're at a pack? Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm under half a pack.
My goal actually, and it just kind of happened. So, and we still haven't smoked in the house. So, but that's really good. That's a good thing because when you have little progress or when you do things for yourself, you do feel good. You do feel better. You feel like, okay, I'm at least trying. I'm at least doing something, you know, put some serious effort into it, you know. On the mental health side of things, you know, I did, you know, share that I was struggling with this and, you know, but things are better. You know, keeping it contained, trying to stay positive, those kind of things. The tools are working, you know. So, you know, I don't know. Things are okay for me on that side. It's been a little rough with you.
It's been back and forth. I've been having mental health challenges.
Yeah.
I have to say, 2 a.m. Steve can't be trusted with food. 8 a.m. Steve can't be trusted to show up to work.
Yeah.
Because the first hour and a half after waking up is just a nightmare. Like, it's awful. It's awful. It's so awful that I cry some mornings. Now, I kind of have a little bit more, hey, pumpkin, a little bit more perspective on it, because now it's gone from me being immersed in the feelings to, oh, I'm having that first hour of the day thing going on with some sense of distance that it will pass, you know. And I've gotten closer to that this week than I did the last couple. So it's a rough time of year for me anyway. Yeah. I haven't had any med changes up or down. So the last we had talked, I was taking the 3 that I was always taking, but there was, and then the other one that makes me shake, the benztropine. Cogentin. And that as well. And then Nexium, regularly I added, but I swapped it for Prilosec, so that was the only med change. It wasn't even a mental health med. I've taken a couple hydroxyzine, but if I tell you I took one every 2 weeks, maybe, that's how many I was taking. Because I had stopped those completely, and then was like, need that mother's little helper. Yeah. If I feel like I can take it if I want to. I have a full prescription. This was my idea, not my doctor's. Yeah. But the only way to stop taking something is to stop taking it and find another way to cope. So we're finding other ways to cope at the it's We'll see. But you know, the days are getting longer, and it's brighter.
It's you know, and it spills over to me. It's hard. Because I feel helpless, you know, and it's, when it goes on for a long period of time, you want to lay over there, don't you? Because my papers are here, he wants to be here.
There could be a garbage bag there and he'd want to sit there.
Yeah. Okay, there he is. Him and his tail.
And the tail. Yeah.
But, you know, it's hard and it gets frustrating and it's like you want to wake up and just say, like, can we just, like, have one day where, hey, I feel good, or, like, things are positive, you know? It's been feeling like there's, like, a gray cloud or something. Yeah. Like, following you around or, I don't know. It's hard, but, at least it's not like that, like 24/7, and we usually can pull each other out of things. Yeah. But where the real struggle comes in is when we're both going through something at the same time. Yeah. And that tends to be a little more challenging.
Yeah. Like the dishes might not get done until midnight.
Yeah.
Because everyone's kind of preoccupied with what's going on in their head.
Going on. Yeah.
So
yeah. But I have some very good. I have a dear friend at work that we talk all the time, and she actually used to be my therapist there where I work. So we have that history, plus we're really good friends now, and I've known her for over 10 years, and we have a really good relationship, and that's been helping a lot too. You know, so I get some outside help there as well. So you know, that's really good. But I don't know. There's not what other goals? I can't remember if we had any other goals.
Meds. Weight. My weight is
meds. Weight. Smoking.
Just going back in the right direction. Smoking. What's that?
Yeah.
I was getting
We're just
organized. Kicking so much ass at life. We're out of things to fix. We've just made it.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's how we're doing. Oh, how are the kitties doing? I wanted to do a check-in for them because they can't. Well, you see, Bandit is here.
Bandit is good.
They came back. That bonding thing was not just a one-time little thing. Like, they are perfectly fine around each other now.
They are.
Every so often, Bandit comes up and does a little because he wants to play.
Be like, yeah.
And then Oscar, because he's a street cat, immediately the ears go back.
He punches down and
hisses. And Bandit doesn't look impressed.
And he just like looks at him.
And he just kind of looks at him sideways and then walks away.
And it's like, and I'm like, Bandit just wants to play. He's a little more rough than you are.
Yeah, I'm learning.
Like, he'll run and jump on Oscar.
Yeah, he'll bound on him like he's a kitten.
And depending if Oscar's like in a good mood or not, like Oscar will play, or he'll be like, get away! You'll hear the screaming and running, you know. But it's been nice, and and you know, he had a good Bandit had a good vet appointment, and Oscar goes this Thursday.
This Thursday,
coming up like about a week from yesterday. His appointment is,
get him
and I'm dreading it because he's such a squirmy little kitty.
He's a squirmy. He'll get out when you see he just runs right out of the office, or you never know because Bandit was good in front of people.
Oh, he was so good, yeah.
You know, you wouldn't believe it without his like at home. You know, Oh, he's such a good boy. He sits and you say sit. You don't live with him.
Yeah, yeah.
This is his face. You know.
Oh yeah. I just before we started filming, I walked past his little fabric tube thing that it has like he runs in and out of. I was just walking past it. He come flying out and grabbed my leg.
Yeah,
he wanted to play.
That's just how he is. That's just how he is.
But yeah, he's doing good, and we have. The weather's been nice. I am so glad that I postponed last Mondays with Mark. We were going to do a gardening video last week.
It froze. It went down to
freezing. It got cold.
Right past frost, we had a freeze.
In the 20s. Wednesday night, it was in the 20s, and last night, it was heating blanket cold. It was very cold.
It was cold. I broke out one of the Steve's Mom Originals, the Afghans, because they're always the warmest. Because, I mean, I had a thermal on and it wasn't really enough. And we don't pay for the heat here, but they also shut it off at a certain point.
Yeah, and it's off now.
And it's off right now. So it's like during the day you want to open the window, but it's like it's not going to heat back up at night.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm assuming if we had a cold snap, it says in the lease, they make exceptions for that. But for a day or two?
Yeah.
No.
I'm just dressed a little
wearing
heavier.
A cardigan over a long sleeve, over a t-shirt.
If we would have put, they would have died if we would have put them out. It was 2 nights below 32. If there was frost everywhere, it would have been bad. But now we're supposed to have, you know, good weather from here on out. So we're gonna do that. I'm excited to start gardening, and I don't know. Like, I think I showed you this last week, and look.
Is that the Thanksgiving?
This
cactus?
I believe that this is a Thanksgiving cactus. They, you know, the Christmas cactus, Easter cactus, Thanksgiving, they all look a little bit different, and these have the pointy. So I think so. The Easter ones look a little different. I don't know, but he bloomed yet again. And this was one that we started on the channel. We did this years ago with 2 little clips, you know, just propagated it. And this is the 2nd time that he's bloomed in 6 months. I don't know. I have to show you because I am obsessed with this. I can't. I'm so shocked.
In the water
I don't know. But look at all the buds. There's even more. Like, it's crazy.
It's bizarre. Well, Fernando, the fern, all year long, at all different times, in the middle of a cold spell, in the blooms.
I just don't get it. He really had a rough time of the move and the winter heat. He's very thin, and he's over there. I'm looking at him. But he has all kinds of new growth now, so I think he'll be doing good. All the plants are coming back, which is great because I thought we were going to lose some of them, and I do love my house plants. And then the new ones, when we did the halfway to Halloween, we did a spooky succulent planter. I had bought this cactus here. Look at the growth on top. Look at all those new they weren't on there. Like, those weren't there.
I thought that much growth on a cactus took 7 months or something. Like, they grow slow,
Not these
don't they?
kind. No, well, yeah, like when you think of a cactus, yeah, they are very slow growth, which amazes me that this grew, because I mean, I bought him, well, we'll say about a month ago, he did not have this growth on top, and he was growing fast. I don't know, I'm just amazed by it, you know, and this is a different type. This isn't like a proper cactus. They do grow a little faster, but
well, it could be the radon in the
I had to
mountains
show
too.
you that too. I've recently gotten into cactuses and succulents, and I think they're fascinating.
They are.
And this one here, if you touch, like, he does have some spikes on it.
Yeah, they're not
But
terrible.
if you touch his, that you will get
Sticky?
tiny little
Ooh.
stickers in your fingers. They
I
take
hate that.
forever. You can't even see them. I have 2 of them that are like that, but I don't know, I just had to show you. You're probably thinking, oh, he's nuts, what is he? But no, there are some people who are like, you know, interested in the houseplants and that, so. But they're all like repotted and stuff and doing well. And we will be going outside this weekend, and my plan is to have a gardening video for Mondays with Mark. So we're going to put an herb garden in, and I have the vegetables ready to go, and the flowers. So it'll be pretty cool.
It's a different kind of space. I don't know if you guys have seen too much of it yet. You've seen it, but not much.
Yeah.
So you'll see how it's going to get
It'll
redesigned.
be smaller than the last
Much smaller.
one. You know,
Much
the last
smaller.
one I had the entire yard, and I'm not going to get overzealous with this year with everything that's going on. So we're going to start with the space that we have out front, and if I get
work our way to the basement.
then we'll work our way to the back of the yard where it gets full sun and see about a full
Which is about
vegetable
50
garden.
feet, I think.
It's far, but I don't know. So we'll see. Anyway, we'll see about that. But that's what we're going to do, hopefully, on Mondays with Mark. And guess what? I'm going to just tell you now. You know what we're going to do? And I don't know if it's going to be this Monday, but I already have it started. We're going to grow peanuts.
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 Never thought.
So cool. Oh, my gosh. Oh, it's so cool how they grow. You won't believe it.
I won't.
I'll be sure to let you know.
I don't even have an idea of how that's going to look.
I didn't either until I did some research on it, and I thought, how cool would that be? And we can grow them up north here, too. So anyway, so there's that. We're actually working on, I've been jumping back into, like, content and stuff, because it's something that I really enjoy. I enjoy pretty much the whole process. I do like to film. I like to come up with the ideas. I love to edit, you know, and I love reading your reactions and stuff to it. So we have a lot of fun stuff coming up again. So I'm excited. And one of them, we're looking back at old videos on the channel, like old videos.
We're talking like 4 or 5 years old
From the beginning, and we thought about revisiting them and reacting to them, and you know, and that was a viewer suggestion, and I thought, oh, that would be so great. That would, and it is. It's interesting to see how we've changed and how we've evolved since then, and it's quite different.
It is quite different from me sitting on the
I was gonna say, you used to sit right on the kitchen floor.
I'd sit on the kitchen floor and then stack up the camera on a couple of books. And then when it was time to upload the video, take the 6-block walk up to the hospital because log into the guest visitor Wi-Fi because it was faster than anything we had.
I remember.
And walk around the block until it was uploaded.
Yeah.
When it was raining, we drove.
We did that for every single video.
Every video, because we were filming every single day.
Yeah.
And we had a video up every single day.
Yep.
For a little bit over a year before it was like, oh god, the humanity.
Yeah, that's it. But ever since we switched companies, the internet, the Wi-Fi has been great.
It's been perfect.
Verizon,
no issues. We moved and it was like a blink. It was done.
Yeah,
I did it myself with an app.
Xfinity, right?
Yeah,
Xfinity, and the
price is still the same that it was when we signed up.
Yes, Verizon. Within the course of 3, it doubled in
regional sports fee.
All we wanted was Wi-Fi.
That's all. I didn't want all that shit. I don't need a phone number.
No.
They're real cute, too. They're like, oh, the Wi-Fi's $20, but you need to buy a phone for $70.
For $70 a month. What the heck?
At any rate.
At any rate. I don't know. I feel like we've been talking your ear off.
We? I know. It's mostly me. It's mostly me.
It is.
It is mostly me. I don't mean to cut you off, but Thank you all for joining us for another chit chat.
Yeah, it was fun. I was glad I got to talk to you tonight. I really needed. I'm glad we did a video. I mean, it feels like you're literally here, like it is with a live. I like doing the videos. I think better than lives, but I love our Sunday lives. It's like the great end of the week and beginning of the week. You know, and we've developed quite a rapport with everybody there. I really do like it. So, nice. And I don't know if we would have done a live tonight. Anson, that's too good. Anyway, what am I doing? Rambling on, right?
You just accused me of such.
I know.
You made it seem like I do it more than you too.
I know.
I do sometimes. So thank you all for joining us, and thank you all for being here. Please do subscribe, notification bell, get alerts when we have new videos and go live. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all in the description below. Thanks, and I will catch up with you tomorrow for one Miss Foodie Beauty.
She's angry because people know where she lives.
Yeah.
You know.
So
somewhere in that whole country.
It's like, where's Waldo? I don't know. We'll touch on that.
Yes, we will. And then we'll be with you.
Sticky, but we'll touch it.
Sunday, 6 o'clock for our normal live stream. And then I'll be back here for Mondays with Mark. Thank you again, everybody. You have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next time. All right? Ciao!
Bye. Soft.